something big is quietly moving at St. James Park. The kind of change you don't notice right away, but gradually transforms everything around it. Whispers behind the scenes, discreet meetings, and a different energy circulating through the club's corridors suggest that Newcastle United is preparing for something monumental, and you, supporter, need to understand what's coming. Stay until the end of this video, because what's happening could shape the future of our team for years to come. In Tyneside pubs, the topic isn't just the team's recent performances. Something bigger is unfolding off the pitch, something that could completely alter how Newcastle operates. Changes are being made calmly but with clear direction. And before we continue, if you're passionate about this club and want to stay up to date with the most important news, subscribe to the channel now. That way, you won't miss a single update on what truly matters. The summer has been intense, with players coming and going, new faces in the dressing room, and farewells that left fans nostalgic. But amid all this, a strategic movement is taking place behind the scenes, ready to redefine Newcastle United, and perhaps, just perhaps, this marks the start of a new era for the club. Who is behind this deep restructuring? Who is the name reshaping Newcastle, not with words, but with actions? That's where the story becomes even more intriguing. His name is David Hopkinson, the new CEO of Newcastle United, appointed after Darren Eales had to slow down due to health issues. Hopkinson arrives with a clear mission: to transform the club into a modern, structured, and financially solid powerhouse. According to journalist Craig Hope from the Mail, Hopkinson initiated a complete 100-day review within the club. The goal: to ensure Newcastle has the culture, strategy, and the right people for sustainable success. Hopkinson is no ordinary name. Before arriving in Tyneside, he worked with Real Madrid and the Madison Square Garden Group, collaborating with giants such as the New York Knicks and Toronto Raptors. The Canadian brings a global perspective and intends to apply all his international sports experience to Newcastle. More than that, he wants every department, from the first team to the academy, to share the same purpose. You're either with us, or you're on your own. This 100-day plan is just the beginning of a much broader restructuring. Hopkinson wants to understand every detail of operations, learn the inner workings, and ensure everything is perfectly aligned. He has already begun visiting facilities, talking to staff, meeting the coaching team, and even seeking opinions from club legends and advisors. It's a move of humility and strategy. Listen before acting, learn before changing. But that doesn't mean he won't make tough decisions. The new CEO has made it clear that he intends to make drastic adjustments if he identifies misalignment. And after 2 turbulent years off the pitch, this might be exactly what Newcastle needs: a firm, yet necessary, internal reorganization. On the commercial side, changes are equally significant. The club's recent history shows rapid evolution. With the Public Investment Fund as the majority shareholder, Newcastle gained worldwide visibility, and now Hopkinson seems determined to capitalize on this moment. He sees Newcastle not just as a football club, but as a global brand capable of attracting massive sponsorships, a strong digital presence, international expansion, and infrastructure improvements. These deals are only the beginning. Hopkinson aims to make the club a hub of commercial opportunities, making Newcastle even more attractive on the international stage. With this mindset, he is designing a strategy where financial success fuels sporting success and vice versa. The idea is for Newcastle to achieve self-sufficiency, allowing investment in the squad, academy, and structural improvements without relying on external resources, all within a philosophy of sustainable growth. And all of this is tied to one essential point: the club's culture. Hopkinson understands that investing in players or million-pound contracts isn't enough. The Newcastle identity must be strengthened. That's why he has spent time speaking with former players, staff, and even fans through the Supporters Advisory Board. The goal is to understand what it truly means to be Newcastle United, ensuring every person involved carries that spirit. He wants everyone from manager Eddie Howe to the interns to know exactly what the club represents. According to internal sources, those not aligned with this philosophy may eventually leave the project. It may seem strict, but for Hopkinson, this is the price of unity. You, the supporter, will feel the impact sooner than you think. These changes may seem distant now, but they will directly affect what we see on the pitch: a more professional environment, better internal communication, and total focus on results. It's Newcastle modernizing, yet retaining its essence. And if you're enjoying seeing the club evolve in this way, seize this moment and subscribe to the channel. Here we'll follow every step of this process and reveal what's really behind the headlines. Hopkinson's plan isn't just to reorganize people. He wants to redefine Newcastle as an institution. This includes new work methods, technological updates, integration between departments, and a more strategic approach to the club's growth. A true global repositioning. The first 100 days will serve as a diagnostic phase, but long-term actions are already on the radar. In the coming months, Newcastle is expected to announce new commercial deals, administrative changes, and even upgrades to St. James Park and the training centre. But like any deep change, risks exist. Some experts warn that this type of restructuring can create initial discomfort and resistance. However, confidence in Hopkinson is high. His international experience and track record indicate he knows what he's doing. And for the supporter, the message is simple: patience. True transformation takes time, but the results are likely to be worth it. Hopkinson believes Newcastle can compete on equal footing with clubs like Real Madrid, Bayern, and Manchester City, not just on the pitch, but off it too. He relies on discipline, strategic vision, and total integration. The aim is for the club to become a benchmark in management, an example of how tradition and modernity can walk hand in hand, according to close sources. The CEO often repeats a phrase that defines his philosophy: everything must function in harmony, or nothing will work. This mindset of unity is the guiding thread he wants to implement. And that includes you, supporter, who are a fundamental part of this story. The future of Newcastle United is being drawn now, and the pieces are falling into place. What began as rumors and speculation is taking concrete form. Hopkinson's arrival represents a milestone, a turning point in the club's trajectory. So, if you believe Newcastle is about to enter a new era and want to witness this transformation up close, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with other fans who love this club as much as you do. Because what's happening at St. James Park isn't just a change in management. It's the birth of a new Newcastle United, stronger, more united, and better prepared to conquer the future.